I gotta make this shit. Oh, make sure this shit.
Have you ever walked the high pass, watched the northern lights flash, took a photograph on a Paris street? Have you ever climbed a tall tree, asked someone for mercy, gave something away that wasn't free? I don't wanna get a vision of you stuck in my head, because I know that you were meant to be wilder. Another night of television while you're lying.
It wants me to watch the woman's cup. YouTube chat. Oh, it helps if I update the game I'm playing. Minimize. Good lord. Well, it's not plus, but Bandai Namco. I guess I could like temporarily watch this. And it's gonna keep showing us the same reel. Eek. Oh my. I'm all sleepy.
Make me forget all the reasons I gave. Stuck in your bed, high as the ceiling. Love how you taste. Yeah, it's easy, you're to walk out the door and never look back. There's no reason now to keep screwing over the feelings we have. So I keep coming over, breathing your cigarette smoke. Keep coming over. You make me feel something real.
I gotta change the
Make me feel
whatchamacallit.
I keep on falling the further I get. Don't be mistaken, there's still some parts that just don't make sense. Stuck stuck in my head. I keep on thinking, why won't we stay? Yeah, it's easy to walk out the door and never look back. There's no reason not to keep screwing over the feelings we have. So I keep coming over, breathing your cigarette smoke. Keep coming over.
This new schedule's gonna take the life out of me.
Make me feel something real. Make me feel lucky.
Okay. I think it's time. It's time we get started. What do you think? Bum 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 bum. Hello, hello. How's all my goblins doing? I'll be having yourselves. You find the elixir to life without me. I know I'm still looking for it. I'm like, honestly, I'm super excited for this new career I'm starting, but I'm like not excited for the schedule. I'm a little nervous about the new schedule. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna lie to you. Got me fudged up. Got me concerned. So here's the thing, like, my options are I can either, and actually while I'm talking, we can watch this. I shouldn't take this away from you right now. Here's basically my options, right? How do I get the, how do I Sublo come Lord, welcome back. I'd say long time no see, but that's like, you know, that's a lie. Also, I apologize for the delay on YouTube. But it's like, these are basically my options. I can either keep my same stream times that I have now, where I start at approximately 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. EST, right? And I stream. I can keep that and then just sacrifice more sleep with my new job. Or I could start going to bed at 8 p.m. EST, also sacrifice a little bit of sleep, wake up at like 2 a.m. EST, 1:32 a.m. EST, shower, get around, whatnot, stream from 3 to like 5-ish, 6 if I'm lucky, go to work my whole work day, and then go to sleep at 8. Like, those are my options. And neither option is great. Because either way, I'm getting even less sleep than what I have now, which is already not enough. And either way, it's like, I don't know. It just makes it very, very difficult to keep a healthy schedule. And I do hit burnout pretty quickly. So it's going to be interesting to test the sleep schedules to see what works and what doesn't. It's like, that's a no-brainer. But I was hoping to see some games I was looking forward to here, but that's probably not going to happen. So far, they've shown a new game, kind of like the Toriyama game, Sandland. They showed this this SAO game, and before that, they showed, I don't remember what it was. Oh, Biting Kratos, or whatever the fuck it was called, 2. And they showed a Atelier game. Oh no, they didn't. Yeah, it's Kados 1 and 2 remastered. Which is fine. I think everybody's just waiting for Tenkaichi, if I'm being honest.
And for the record, I am totally not jealous. I am totally jealous.
So, anyways, that's neat. I'm gonna put this over here. Probably gonna have to circle back to it after we play, I suppose. Let's boot up Doki Doki. Doki Doki. It's time to make some friends. So they say. Check the settings. This music's kind of neat. It's very chill vibe. Oh, they got one more surprise. Hold on. It's a world premiere. Let's watch this really quick, and then we'll play your Doki Doki.
For much longer. Let's roll that trailer.
All right, world premiere. I'm assuming it's Tenkaichi or some kind of anime fighter. Oh, it's JJK. What the fuck? I mean, that's cool, right? It better not be a shitty arena fighter. Which is probably what it will be anyways.
That doesn't concern me. It's certainly not my fault. You expect me to tell myself that? Well, I refuse to do that. I don't know how I'll feel when I'm dying. But I won't regret.
They're brave to show it in the dub.
Sorry.
Ah, it's a shitty anime brawler. Oh, that's stinky. Man. I mean, that's fine. I'm happy that we're at least getting a game.
Nah, don't worry.
But it looks like your standard light, heavy, special bullshit brawler.
Think that'll stop me?
I'll wrap this up.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Alright. I'm not even gonna finish it. Let's just play Doki Doki. That was a real letdown. Damn, what a bummer. I'm so sick of the Bandai Namco treatment of anime games just being like shitty 3D brawlers. At least have the common decency. At least have the fucking common decency to make it a what the hell is it called? This is loud as hell. Like an actual 3D fighter. Even Budokai 3 was better than a lot of the new shit. Anyways, new game. Enter my name. You already know. Why is caps lock on? Lucky. It's time to go make some friends. Oh, is there no VA in this? Oh man, my voice is gonna be shot. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I mean, understandable. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. Clearly. But I caught you this time. Yay. Alright, let me just move myself. Let's hitch. I'm kind of in the way. There we go. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. True. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. The classic pout face. That's mean, Lucky. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Damn, what a savage. Fine, fine. Well, you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Oh no, I have it in me. Whatever you say, Sayori. 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 We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the students become increasingly speckled with other... The streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Yikes, it's gonna be a rough one. By the way, Lucky, have you decided on a club to join yet? I wish I picked a different name now. A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you joined a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. God damn, this dude's rude. Sorry, likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Ah, I see. A relatable MC to many of you. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. What kind of skills are you worried about, girly? Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Oh, that's sweet. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. That sounds like a you problem. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I just realized the reason I don't play visual novels on stream is because it's gonna absolutely fucking destroy my voice, because they don't have voice acting. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me that you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. That's what friends are for, or something. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Damn, it's me in the mornings trying to get out of bed. Like, I want to get up and start my day, but I don't want to get up. You know what I mean? You ever have that problem? That shit's crazy. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? She must have come into the classroom when I was spacing out. Probably. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Why is my mic falling? What the fuck? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Meanie. She's the vice president of the literature club. The title comes into play. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Literature? In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Lame. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? She's not gonna let this go. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. Damn. Better find somebody else. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Yeah, you little fucking dingus. I can't tell if Sayori's really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to planned all of this out. A little bit of both, probably. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Let's not. And thus today makes the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. She's full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, lucky. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Press X for doubt. What are you looking at? You want to say something? Say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Oh, sorry. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You could just ignore her when she gets moody. That's rude. She says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Hey, yo, her name's Yuri? Hey, that's crazy. Don't say things like that. Oh, she gonna be a freak, huh? Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh boy. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Lucky. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. I see, so there's a history. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. I see. Basically, completely out of my league. Typical. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come on, sit down, Lucky. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Ah, we got her a little soon, huh? Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Yuri is like... ready to go. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. My voice is already like not having it. My stomach hurts so bad, so drinking cold water doesn't feel good. Ugh. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Let me see some really quick. How to say...
Sayori.
Sayori?
Sayori.
I see. Okay! Are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Yo, that's crazy. Extravagant, even. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That's adorable. So cute! Monica says, I had no idea you're so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. What a dunce. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. You know what the best angle is? You bite from the bottom where none of the frosting is, so that you remove the dome of cake, and then you just eat like the top cake part with the frosting on it. That's the best angle. It's messy, but it's worth it. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Don't worry, it's probably good. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like you goofball ass soon. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Yeah, there it is. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayuri said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you, dummy. Okay, we got there. It took a second. Alright, alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Smart move. The best way to deal with the tsundere is to just not deal with them. Easy problem solving skills. Quick maths. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I mean, yes. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. These girls act like they've never seen a boy before, but they definitely go to a co-ed school. That's crazy. Is that how these visual novels normally go? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Ah, a man of culture. At least he enjoys the tea. Should enjoy reading, though. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was basically fucking dragged here. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Hey, flattery? Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around the budget and publicity, and how to prepare for events. I get that. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. That's also relatable content. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. W. Monica really is a great leader. A little too great. Yuri also nods in agreement. But I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Yeah, I mean, that's with anything new, right? Like, getting people to get on board with it is always going to be difficult. Because you got to remember, what's it, the law of numbers or some shit? If more people are doing something or following somebody or a part of something, therefore it must be good or it must be right. You know what I mean? So, like, if something's really small or new or a startup and there's not a lot of people there, people naturally they'll avert their gaze to that because there must be something wrong with it, or like it may not be worth their time, right? Because there's just not enough people. That's like a very normal way of thinking, and the fact that the author of this game kind of lasered in on that line with that, it's pretty cool. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Yeah, that's it. Good point. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. That is also true. It is much easier to sell a manga or a show or a game because of the visuals than it is a book. That is entirely true. That's why when I really want to go big, my breakout book is probably going to be a manga. I can afford it. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. True! But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I see. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. That's sweet. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Lucky, what kinds of things do you like to read? Oh, I got this. Well, do I get to do any choices? Or is this all just reading? I'm gonna find out, I guess. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Okay. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger, but why? My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Then do I have a book for you? All does crap. No, I'm just kidding. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Spittin'. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Now that's just painstaking. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I know somebody like that. I might be one of them. But you know, I like a lot of things. Huh? Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? That is foreshadowing, I'm sure. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. The artist who did the work for the classroom and the, I'm assuming it might be different people or the same person, but the character models in the classroom all look very good. And the music loop is also pretty strong. I see why people like this game. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Damn right, Natsuki. Speak your truth. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. It's embarrassing, huh? Fine. Your cupcakes? Your poems? Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence, that is true. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Hey, yo? Stop that. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Sayori's a fucking instigator. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Everybody's like, huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Silence from Yuri. Sayori's all about this. Yay! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Lucky? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. My throat is already on fire. Hold on. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Look out, sad, disappointed. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Yo, this man's got the willpower of a paper crane, but I'm sorry, I thought. Lucky. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This dude folded immediately. No negotiations, no nothing. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. The spine of marshmallows, good lord. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Yeah, me too. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. And then there were 5. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Lucky, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety swelling up inside me. What's up, Snowstyle? Woo-woo? Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Have you ever played any visual novels before? This shit's crazy. Hey, Lucky. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? No. That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure. Might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Choose your Pokemon! Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls? Ah man, the ulterior motives show themselves. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So... oh! It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. What if I don't give a shit about that? Then what? Oh, I just gotta pick words. Let's make like a really... let's make a really depressing poem. Okay, cry. Oh shit, I can only pick one per. So cry faster. Yeah. Cry kawaii. That's funny. Desire. Grief. Bunny. Fickle marriage. Let's do grief. Pink, secretive, heart, vacation. Whisper, disorient, secretive? Lucky? Oh shit, it's got lucky in it. You know what that means, right? I have to pick that. I'm obligated by contract. Flower, heaven sent, electricity. Ew. Dark, horror, cute, entropy. We'll do dark. Ooh, suicide. Hey, yo. Frightening? Suicide? Sure, why not? Oh, there's a kitty. I have to pick that too by contract. Eternity, parfait, beauty. Eternity. Depression. Don't even need to look. Broken. Lust. What am I doing? I'm just picking random words. This is something. Hopeless. Fear, party, unrequited. Eee. Fear. Destiny, holiday, disown, embrace, boop, bubbles. Just say blobber, globber, schlobber. There's my poem right there. Pain. We're writing some angsty teenager's poem right now. Death, aura, hurt, lipstick. Misery. Unending. What is this? This isn't even a minigame. We're just picking fucking... Explode? I like explosions. Intellectual, uncanny, captive. Heartbeat, captive. Alright. I wrote a fucking banger of a poem. Hi again, Lucky. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lucky. Easy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Nah. This shit's free elo, honestly. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sorry you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Damn, what a sellout. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ooh! Monica to the rescue. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Lucky always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. I don't know about that. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Hey, what? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? What gave you that impression? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Lucky can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Ah, typical. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? What? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. How considerate. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. What every bookworm really wants somebody to talk about their books with. You know what I mean? Like, this is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She's not, but okay. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. So what am I supposed to do? Just chill? It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? You open up the book, you look at the words on the page. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. That's crazy. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. A real leader. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature clubs sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Ah, so you mean good marketing. And after they come, we could do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayuri's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Okay. Sayuri's a real one. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her, unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I open my eyes to find Sayuri's face filling my vision. That PNG goes crazy. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. She was not. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. See, I told you. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in your club, you gotta have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. Glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri. Yeah. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you. Sayuri glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Sexual harassment? Man, you really need a brush for this. Also just really rude. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe the stain off with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Ooh. Eh? That's super mean. Yeah, that's crossing the line. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Yo, somebody call the school ethics and security committee. God damn. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. My brother. In Christ. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. Yeah, don't make it weird, even though it's definitely weird. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Brother! I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. You ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you still smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. But don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. She puts her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyway, she's down bad. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Please. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayuri. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? It's about time. Yay! Lucky, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayuri still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yep. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's is on wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into the bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Is this like plot relevant? Does it matter? Best friend, person who gave me a book, or class president who can critique it the best. I think we should give it to the class president who can critique it the best and go from there. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in the effort. Not class president, club president. Hi, Lucky. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Always listening. Why'd she say it like that? Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Lucky. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be! Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a gentle feel to it. I could tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else may be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. That's a good point. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. How was that? Did this glitch on me? That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? What's up, Amaya? Welcome to the the second visual novel stream, I guess? First? I don't know. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, that's creepy. What the fuck? So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm really not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. True. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. The way I sound? An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I've been told that my voice is absolutely doo-doo. Doki. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That's real. That's actually real advice. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That's actually hella legit. Can I stop moving? You mean like side to side? Like wiggle waggling? So what you're telling me is you'd rather me be a complete statue? Like this? Like look straight forward? Have no emotion or animation to anything I'm doing? Is this more to your liking? I am perfectly still. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Thanks for asking, though. No, this is really good advice, though. If you're trying to write a book or a story, it's always advised to just get the ideas on paper. Get something down on paper, and you can always change it later. If you worry too much about what you're writing in the moment, you're just never gonna really get it done, or it's gonna cause you too many problems. So, yeah, keep in mind YouTube chat's really delayed, so I'll respond to you as soon as I see it. Otherwise, it could just take a second for you to get my response. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. That's very true. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's see something. Yeah, I don't think I'll be. Okay. We should show my poem to next. Oh wait, do we have to show everybody? What in tarnation? Sayori, Natsuki. My wallpaper is Kirby. Let's do Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Lucky. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Yeah. Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Eh. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a lucky poem. That's crazy. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Brother. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Yeah, she's a little something. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really part of this club now. Do I know Kyo? Just reminds me of, not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. True. Kyo from King of Fighters? Yeah, he's a fun character. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Lucky. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something only really good people do. Or people with no willpower. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all? Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed making me rub the sleepy from my eyes? Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yeah, this game has an adorable art direction. I agree. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. That is true, you cannot. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. Stop laughing like that. I don't like it. It gives me the creeps. Hey, guess what? You can exit. You can leave. If I give you the creeps or make you uncomfortable, I strongly suggest you leave. Thank you for swinging by, but I hope you have a good rest of your day. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Sure is. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Man, I'm a monolingual idiot, so I don't know what that means. Let's find out. It is a laugh that causes grace? That is adorable. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh my god, I have to show it to all of them? Bro! Please, I'm begging you. Alright, we'll go to Yuri, I guess. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! Huh? There's no way it's this good. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. Poor girl. This is like... This girl's a shut-in. She has no communication skills. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? I don't know, it's weird. Well, I will try to speak better English. No, you're good. I only speak English. People who speak more than one language are way more talented than me. So whenever there is another language in chat, I try to get it translated. But if Google Translate is wrong, I apologize. So you're good. You can speak whatever you want. Ah ha 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 ha. Seriously? I don't know what you're talking about, Amaya. Ya. Edmund. I don't know what your problem is. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Aw. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's a specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up on a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. Why do you keep asking me if I know other people? I'm not answering that. The end result is that they both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Are you 18 years or older? If you're not, I need to know. Because if you're not, you're getting banned. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. That's a lot of hands. I mean, the answer's still the same. I don't think I'm going to keep answering. You're bringing up other streamers or content creators or whoever other people's. That's one of my chat rules. We don't talk about other people. Usually I'm down for that kind of thing, but I don't know you. So I appreciate you swinging by, but it seems like you're not enjoying your time here. I highly suggest checking out another content creator. I think Sajam has a VOD up right now that's pretty good. I know there's a lot of other content creators that are VTubers that are probably streaming right now that you could check out as well. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. But biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. Yeah, you shouldn't be. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? It is. Bro, that handwriting is rough. Excuse me. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Palm. Huh? Palm breathing. What the fuck? Palms breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Aw, that's adorable. When I say adorable, that's wild. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, this shit was rough. I'm not gonna lie. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. If you call that handwriting cute or beautiful, I'm gonna slap you. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. It's not even the fact that it was script, it was just goofy looking. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. I knew it. This MC is such a fucking clown. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. No, it wasn't. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Lucky. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Yo, don't compliment this girl. She gets weird. You know. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Lucky. Bro, it's the literature club. Don't just do your best for me. Me too. Alright, now we're gonna do Natsuki. If you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What a fucking savage. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You should be a little brat. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. What are you saying? Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horse can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. What is this, a fucking children's book? Dr. Seuss looking ass? Okay. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Natural born liar. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school seems to thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Yes. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. True. People who write novels, like fantasy novels and shit, and just use the most elaborate form of a word just to be different are the worst. They're actually the fucking worst. I'm not saying you have to use the most basic version of a word every time when you're writing, but if you're just using, we'll dumb it down, we'll say bigger words just to use bigger words, you're an actual fucking dingus. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. True, rappers do that a lot. So you did. I shouldn't say a lot, but they do it a pretty decent amount. I guess more went into it than I realized. Actually, I take that back. A lot of songs that rappers do that aren't being pushed to the radio do that pretty often, I'd say. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. He is cocky. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, that's actually a Giga Chad move. Let them have their moment. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Lucky did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Boy, someone's playing God of War, and it's not me. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Lucky liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lucky appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Oh god, this is stupid. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Oof. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lucky started showing up. What the fuck? Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! They both yell at her, Jesus. Sayori, I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Lucky. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Lucky. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Lucky? Well? Now they're both on my case. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Oh, fuck, this is stupid. I could have Sayori bail me out. They'll probably piss both of them off. I don't really think either of them right. I think they're both kind of in the wrong here. I don't want to chicken out though. We'll choose Yuri. It's fine. Flip a coin. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think that you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Oh, it'll spare me. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki? She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. You fucking should be. You're both acting like children. I can't believe I acted like that. Probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? Okay, MC's a bitch. You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Lucky. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. Don't care. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. Whoops. So... Huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. As you should. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Lucky, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Not a shot. I'm gonna make them as bad as I possibly can. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded myself with newfound determination. Alright, I'm gonna try and fuck this up as much as possible. Lucky, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Lucky, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? My boy is down bad. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. I totally get that. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, it's poem time again. Alright, how can we fuck this up as much as possible? Do we use Doki Doki? We'll use Milk. We have to use Lucky again by contract. Graveyard. Ocean, Sensation, Misfortune, Rain Cloud. Ocean. Disaster. Bouncy, Uncanny, Fluffy, Massacre, Kitty. Wrath, Question Difficulty. Ambience. Intellectual. I feel like I did that already. Loud Rose Bunny. Bed? We'll do bed. Bed's nice. Suicide? I don't know why I keep choosing that one. Marriage. Dream, unending, frightening, philosophy, clumsy, secretive. Let's do clumsy. Depression. Boop. Mouse, journey, nature, inferno, memories, nightgown, disown. Lollipop. That's weird. I don't like that. Do journey. Feather, Valentine, bliss. Hello. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty. So, I'm not back. I'm kinda back. Oh. Well. So, basically, give you the long short. I am needed. But we're gonna really quickly get to a save point. And then we're gonna call it. Feel me? Sorry that this is the second night in a row, but duty calls, my offspring needs me. Chances are we'll be streaming again tomorrow. Get ourselves to a little saving point here. Okay. Blanket. Yeah, we did Journey, so we don't need to do Adventure. Let's do Unrestrained. Eternity? Cheeks? I don't know why that sounds funny to me at the moment. Vertigo? I should have done Uncontrollable. Already did Lust, Misery, Cry, Alone. Unrequited. We already did that. Kiss? This poem is gonna be a mess. Alrighty, let's save here on the next day. Okay. We'll call it here. Before I leave you all alone, and just make sure we didn't miss the
メルツは、戦争を目論む謎の男ですが、この二人がストーリー
brother. One more surprise, JJK. And that was it. JJK was the last thing they showed off. That's kind of a bummer. Alright, well, that's an L. Nothing but L's across the board for the most part for the Bandai Namco showcase. Kind of stinky, but it is what it is. I appreciate everybody who came out. Sorry that it was a short stream again. If I knew this would have happened, I wouldn't have started Doki Doki and then, cut it halfway. Not even halfway. I'm sure there's a lot more. But yeah, anyways. Appreciate you all for swinging by. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. We're probably going to have a schedule change in the future, so keep your eyes on the Discord. Be on the lookout for those changes. And yeah, I'll see you guys